Okay, now let's start with sum number 24. The sum is little tricky, so I want you girls to just listen carefully so that you'll understand easily. Okay, so let me just explain the question first. Blue Moon Company Limited issued 5,000 shares of 10 each, payable as under. So 2 rupees on application, 2.5 on allotment, 3 rupees on first call, and 2.5 on final call. Okay. Every time while you're working out a full-fledged sum, I want you girls to just calculate this amount and see, and it adds up to 10. If it is more, then there will be premium, so you have to be very careful. Sometimes it will not be given separately, so you have to take into account premium, securities premium in allotment. Okay, now if you calculate, it is only 10. Okay, so you can leave it off. Next one, the public applied for 90,000 shares, so it is oversubscription. The allotment was made as follows on 1st August 1985. So please note, if the date is given, that means you need to calculate interest based on the given date. To the applicants of 45,000 shares, it is full. So it's again partial allotment is done. So for them, it is full. To applicants of 20,000 shares is 25%. And to the remaining applicants it is nil. So if you calculate, the remaining applicants will be 25,000 here. So only then it will sum up to 90,000. And 25% of 20,000, that is 5,000 shares. Okay. So that you have to calculate based on the table. So you work out the table and find out. Next one, the first call was made on 1st November 1985 and the final call was on 1st February 1986. According to the terms of issue, the surplus money could be kept by the company against the money due on allotment and against the subsequent call. This is very, 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 very important. You need to understand this. Okay, according to the terms of the issue, the surplus application money, that is here, whatever surplus is here, given here, could be kept by the company against the money due on allotment and against the subsequent call. You have to work it out separately. One shareholder to whom 5,000 shares were allotted paid on allotment the full amount due on shares. Okay, so we have calls in advance here. The interest at 5% per annum on calls in advance was paid on 1st February 1986. Give cash, book and journal entries in the book of company, assuming that all the money were duly received. Also prepare calls in advance account. Okay. So here there are different steps you have to understand. First step is there is rejection, there's pro rata allotment, there's partial allotment. You need to calculate separately by working out the table. Then you have this calls in advance. Then you have do you have calls in arrears? No calls in arrears. So you have calls in advance here. Then you have interest calculation which has to be made. You have two calls here. Okay. So understand the question and then now we'll start working out the sum. Okay. Okay. So the first one. So I haven't worked out the table. You can work it out your own. I'll explain it by this way. So bank account data to share application. So totally the applications received was 90,000. So 90,000 into application money is 2 rupees. So I have just shown it here. Share application account data to share capital. I have shown it separately. It is your wish. You can show it as a combined entry also. So it is 50,000. So the limit is 50,000 into 2 rupees. That is 1 lakh. Okay. The next one, rejection. As we have seen, the remaining shares have been rejected. So if as we have calculated already, the remaining shares is 25,000 into 2. So I have directly shown it here, 50,000. You can do it through a table. Now this is very important. Okay. So pro rata allotment, that is application money surplus is being adjusted. In this question, we should note that they have given an extra point here, that according to the terms of issue, the surplus money could be kept by the company. So that surplus money, the calculation is here. Okay. See, understand carefully. First step is 20,000 into 25%, that is 5,000. This is only the limit which we can keep. But the amount received is how much? 40,000. That surplus money can be adjusted here. That's how I have adjusted here. So towards application, okay, that is this 40,000 can be utilized like this. So 5,000 into 2 rupees, that is 10,000 rupees. I have the same table only, I have worked it out like this. Towards allotment, again a 5,000 into, because 5,000 is only the limit. So 5,000 into 2.50. This is for allotment. So it will be 12,500. Next one, towards first call. Okay, again 5,000, because they have given in the question it is both allotment and the subsequent calls. So 5,000 into 3 rupees is the first call amount. So 15,000. Now the next one is again 5,000 into, final call is 5,000 into call money is 2.50. Okay, but that is excess. We don't have that much of money. We have only 40,000. So till 40,000, if you calculate, you will be getting a remaining of only 2,500. So this 2,500, only this money alone goes to the final call. Okay. So you have to add allotment money, first call money and the final call money. So that I have shown it together as 30,000. Okay. So this calculation, please go through. When you work out the table as I have already taught you, then you will get it. The next entry will be bank account data to share allotment and to calls in advance. As we know, they have made a calls in advance here. So that is 5,000 into calls in advance. That is, I have added up the money here. That is 2.50 plus 3, 5.50, and I have put the total here. And you can adjust this according to the specified amount. Now this allotment adjustment has to be made. So this entry will come first, that is share allotment to share application, that is 50,000 into 2.50. It amounts to 1,25,000. From that, next entry will be this. So I am adjusting 30,000, which is the allotment money, transfer of excess money, and I am getting 95,000. Add this and put the balance. Next one will be, it is a share first call to share capital. So here 50,000 into 3, that is 1,50,000. Next one, bank. So we need to adjust the calls in advance here. So it will be here 5,000 into 3 rupees, that is 15,000. I am adjusting it here. So you are getting, for bank it will be 1,35,000. Okay, the next entry will be second call, that is 2.50. I am getting 1,25,000. Next entry, again I am adjusting the calls in advance here, that is 2.50. This only I have added up and I have shown it there as 5.50 in the previous allotment entry. Okay, so both you can add it up and you will get the answer. Now it is a very important thing, that is the interest calculation. We need to calculate the interest for first call and for the final call. So interest on calls in advance, as in the question they have given it as 5%. Okay, if it is mentioned in the question as 5%, then you take that percentage. So for first call, from allotment you need to calculate. From allotment, if you see, from allotment, what is the amount which is given here? It is 27,500. So from this you need to calculate this amount. Okay, so 27,500 for 3 months. Which 3 months? If you see in the question, it starts from August. Okay, it starts from August. So August till November. Okay, so it will be August, September, October. So that 3 months you need to calculate. So the 3 months, that is the 3 months, 3 into 12. So this is the amount which I am getting, 344. Next one, paid, that is shareholders account data to bank. Okay, the same amount. Next calculation, interest on calls in advance. So interest on calls in advance, the remaining amount. So this 27,500 minus 15,000, you will be getting 12,500. This again 3 months we need to calculate. Which 3 months you will have to calculate? From November till February. That is November, December and January. Okay. So because first call they are making on 1st February. So this 3 months you need to calculate, and that's the 3 months here, and 5%. So you'll be getting 156. So the amount paid is 156. Okay. Now they have asked for cash book. So I have just shown it here. You can go through application, allotment, first call, final call. By share application, you're returning the money, calls in advance, interest on calls in advance. This is the balancing figure. That is 4,99,500. So calls in advance also I have opened an account. So if they have mentioned, then you can open it. Okay. So to bank it will be 27,500. Okay. So I hope you understand. If there's any doubt, please get back.